What's up, Mixed Nutters? It's your boy Marcus, back and black, and today we are covering the gunman that got stoned to death, and of course Scarlett Johansson suing Disney. Coming up next. Alright, now before we proceed, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop a video. That is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, of course. And join the Mixed Nuts family. That is Mixed Nuts 3000. Again, that is Mixed Nuts 3000. Run it. What's up, Mixed Nutters? It's your boy Marcus, back in the building, and today we're doing... This next story is insane, bro. I had never heard of anything like this in recent years anyway. So this gunman in Fort Worth, Texas, right? Now, he was going on this little shooting spree or whatever, and the crowd turned on him and stoned this man to death. Let's take a look at the news clip here real quick, just to get like a quick little briefing of what happened. But just check it out.
Fort Worth police say neighbors and witnesses to a shooting at a party chased down the gunman and killed him with landscaping stones. Good evening, I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Several people were wounded, and police say the gunman killed 2 people before he was killed with those paver stones. The shooting murders were the second act of violence in that same neighborhood on the same day. Police also investigating another shooting from Sunday afternoon.
All right, so right off the bat, I don't have any sympathy for the dude. You was at a party, had an argument, you came back to shoot people, and then it turned wrong for you. Now, okay, look, it's terrible that there was death involved on both sides, the victim and I guess the perpetrator. Actually, I don't feel sorry for him. I'm tired of people getting mad and then taking it out on everybody around them. But okay, so he killed 1 person, injured 3 others. The rest of the party said, not today, fool. They found those bricks from the construction site and started to stone him to death. Do you know how bad you gotta mess up to die from stoning in 2021? Do you? That's a biblical death, bro. Do you know how long it takes to die from stoning? Even with big bricks, it's not like an instant thing. I mean, you gotta take a good beating. I mean, seriously. So far, no arrests have been made, and it's really unclear as if they're going to make any arrests. Police say you shouldn't chase after gunmen, but in this case, that dude forgot he was in Texas, and that's why they say don't mess with Texas, because them dudes went in and stoned this man to death. I don't understand why you would ever run up in a party. You left. Why'd you come back? Leave. Blow it off. It ain't worth coming back, shooting a place up, and then you die from stoning in 2021. This is so dumb and crazy. Really think about that, dude. Stoning? That's you know what, man? That's a BC death. That shouldn't even be happening. And, luckily we don't put stuff like that on your gravestone like they did back in the day. Because back in the day, they'd be like, stones here lay so-and-so, eaten by wolves. They used to put like the exact reason why you actually died. They'd have been like, so-and-so, stoned to death. In 2021. So this story was crazy, and I was just like, man, we gotta work on that mental health, because look, they're gonna probably try to blame it on guns, but this dude ain't mentally right, bro. That's how you handle everything. It's like you came back with the gun to shoot people. Like, you use a gun on people if you in danger. at the moment. But once you like go home, if you gotta go home, use the bathroom, grab your gun, and like you were out of danger at that point, and nobody was coming to look for you. He put his life in danger. As soon as he went back, started shooting, that was it for him. So that's a Darwin Award right there, getting stoned to death in a first world country, 2021, and you had a gun. Wow. All right, now in entertainment news, we got Scarlett Johansson. This dropped, this is pretty recent hit. Scarlett Johansson, I guess for the Black Widow film or whatever, she had a little behind the scenes deal, get a piece of that box office money, but she's suing Disney because they released it at theaters, of course, right? And on their premium subscription at the same time, which I could see where she's pretty pissed off. It's not just her though, it's also the theaters. The theaters are mad because they're like, hey, you know, we've been partners all this time. What are you cutting into our money? So the movie itself was actually wildly successful, something like $60+ million just off of Disney Plus, not including the theaters. But the theaters took kind of a hit because that $60 million, you know, could help fund them and get them back on their feet. Scarlett Johansson's supposed to get a cut of that money, of course, because she gets part of the box office. But, you know, that cut into her stuff. So I think that's why she's suing. Disney, of course, is refuting that. Like, nah, bro. But it's like, you sign a deal with me and then you undercut the deal we had each other to make you more money. Like, that's kind of shady. So the rumor right now is that they're actually, after that Jungle Cruise movie or whatever, they're gonna discontinue that whole Disney Premium. I know before, it used to be like, what, 90 days after a movie come out, then you can start like buying it, and then a little bit after that, you can start renting it on the streaming services most of the time. They have been doing their stuff at about 45 days typically, but it was highly unusual for movies to just be like, just came out and boom, you can already stream it at the crib. Like, that would cut into stuff because most people are lazy and they will not go to the theater. I mean, look, Endgame, I saw that in the theater, bro. And if I could have watched it at the crib, I probably would have, to be honest. Even though the big screen and everything was awesome to see it on, I probably would have, just to save myself some time. And then even Emma Stone, remember that? What was that, Cruella? Even she's, you know, rumor in the entertainment industry is that she's trying to get on that because she was like, hey, that cut into my money too when y'all instantly released it on the streaming service. Let's get the movies back, man. I mean, I know the convenience of streaming brand new movies at the crib is intoxicating. I get that. But there are certain movies, man, you really do need to see on the big screen. And if we let movie theaters die out, man, I mean, what are we gonna do? Because movie theaters and the money all those theaters and the production companies make together is the reason why we have these huge, big budget things, man. You know what I mean? Because they make so much money, they want to continue to do that. And it feels like a little mini economy. But like, if we just go straight to streaming, that's gonna cut down on people's pay and the amount of productions getting made. So I don't know. I mean, with the Corona thing, it changed a lot of things up. It's kind of hard to call it, man. I mean, it's, you know, one day it's getting better, the next day it's getting worse. You know, there's variants, and it's just changing the whole setup of how we're gonna really move forward. Not just with the film industry, but like every industry, to be honest with you, and just how things are actually gonna get done. So I hope, man, I really, really, really hope they figure that out, because there's so many good movies that should be out by now. And everything that was supposed to come out last year pretty much got kicked out. Either kicked out altogether or kicked back like another year plus, you know what I mean? Remember that movie Mobius? Where's that at? You know what I'm saying? Morbius, I think it was. The Living Vampire? I don't know when the hell that's coming out. They just stopped showing the trailer for it. So, yeah, Scarlett, it was pretty much a big risk though too, because I mean, they hooked you up. You was Black Widow for a minute. You know, you made a lot of money with that. But I guess right is right, and if you feel like you got done wrong, you got to speak up. It's kind of like biting the hand that feeds you though, because Disney owned pretty much every other production studio. So you might wind up getting blackballed everywhere. But she don't care. She's just trying to get her payday probably, and then do a bunch of independent film. She's Scarlett Johansson. She hot as hell. Lord knows she made enough money to not work anymore. But I don't think it'll ever come to a point where she wouldn't get any work, because she's a good actress and she hot. All right, Mixed Nuts, that is it for me today. I'm about to make like a baby and head out. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/Mixed Nuts. We got new videos coming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, of course. Check us out on Instagram. That is Mixed Nuts 3000. Again, that is Mixed Nuts 3000. And until next time,